Yo, what's up? Belle and I are currently in Nice and we just wrapped up filming a French composer by the name of Cedric Tour. And since I really liked the interview setup that we set up for him and I don't really have a YouTube studio here in Nice, I decided to just hijack it. And since we're using the light that I'm talking about in this YouTube review, I thought why not just use this setup for this talking head. So, my name is Damien Cooper and welcome to Monkey Pixels. In today's YouTube video, I want to talk to you about the Falcon Eyes RX-24TDX, and that is a pretty powerful LED light panel by the company Falcon Eyes. And this light panel has actually become my favorite light for traveling with it, for going on jobs, for interview setups, but also for shooting B-roll and documentary shoots. And in this video, I will talk to you about why that is. The Falcon Eyes RX-24TDX features a 150 watts LED flex panel, and that is pretty impressive for it being so small, because that rivals pretty much an Aperture 120D or a Godox VL150. It also comes with a softbox as well as a grid, and that is very easy to set up, and I really love how small of a footprint that gives you, but it's really a soft light, and I've been using this as a direct key light for a lot of my interview subjects, and I'm actually pretty surprised at how soft the light source actually is. The light also ships with a control unit, and on the control unit you can change things like the color temperature as well as the brightness levels. But it also features a lot of other stuffs, like it has a DMX input which I haven't used before, but it also features an app, so you can control the entire light via an app, which I also haven't done before, but this is actually a really cool feature. Another thing I really like about it, that it has an integrated V-mount battery plate, so if you want to use it with a V-mount battery you can easily do so and you don't need any third-party accessories. Another really smart accessory that is also included with the package is a clamp, so you can attach the control unit to a C-stand, for example. And that is actually pretty cool, so you don't have to have it dangling off the back of your boom pole if you don't want it to. Another thing I really like about the light is that it features a fairly long cord, so you don't really run out of cable. But if you do so, they actually sell an extension cord, so you can actually make it a lot longer. The light panel has a square footprint by 62 centimeters by 62 centimeters, which is around 24 by 24 inches. And like I've already said, considering that this isn't really the biggest light source, it's still fairly soft. The very first thing that I noticed when I used the light for the first time is that although it is a flexible light panel, it's really not that flexible. Unlike all the other flex lights that I have used before in the past, it's really not that easy to bend it in all the directions that I was used to. You can still roll it up and fairly store away, but you can't really bend it backwards to put it in a china bowl, for example. And this is due to the unit being waterproof, so it needs to be a little stiffer. And me personally, I don't really have that much use for it being waterproof, because I feel like you can't really use it in the rain anyway, because then the control unit is exposed. But you could actually submerge it into water, and if you want to do some underwater filmmaking or photography, then this is actually a pretty cool feature. For me, I'd rather have it be a little bit more flexible instead of having the waterproof option, but that is definitely just my personal opinion. Because then again, although I've used a lot of flexible lights in the past before, I've never really used them as flexible lights, and the only thing that I really like about them being flexible is that they're fairly light and really easy to carry around and also very easy to store. So at the end of the day, I really don't care about it not really being that flexible, because I use it in a softbox with a grid about 99% of the times anyway. Probably the thing that I like the most about the LED panel is that it's fairly lightweight and also features a very small footprint. When using a Godox VL150 with a parabolic softbox, for example, you run into space issues quickly. And I've used this light in a lot of situations where I rigged it above my talent or in very small rooms, like this one for example. If I were to use a 90 centimeter parabolic softbox, I would have a really big issue about space in general. So with this, it's so light. You still need a fairly decent C-stand with sandbags, but you can easily rig it just above your talent, even if you have a low ceiling or not that much room at all. Another thing I really like about the LED panel is that it has a bicolor option, and when using my Godox VL150, which is only daylight balance, I'm not as flexible. Yes, of course you can use color gels, but with this it's so easy to just find the perfect color temperature for your subject. And here in this room I really wanted to have something at around 3200 Kelvin to just complement the practical lights in the background, and it's so easy to do so, and you can do a lot of trial and error by just flicking through the wheel and just go through the white balance you're looking for instead of having to mess with color gels. The LED panel also features a lot of different modes, like simulating a fireplace or lighting outside or a TV, so it's actually the perfect light for doing short films, but it's also flexible for doing interviews and documentaries. It's lightweight to carry, it comes with a carrying case, which isn't the smallest footprint, but it's still fairly easy to just carry around, and like I already said, it's really light and the quality of light is really great. So at the end of the day, what's my verdict about the Falcon Eyes RX-24TDX? I really do love it, and it has become my favorite light when taking it onto location for a huge variety of different kind of shoots. For documentaries, corporate interviews, portraits, but also short film-like content and B-roll in general, I think it's a near perfect fit because it's lightweight, it's really flexible, it comes with a softbox and a grid, and it also has a B-color option, but overall it's a really strong and powerful light. So yes, I do recommend it 100%, and if you want to check it out, I put a link down in the description below, and if you like that kind of review, subscribe for more, because I will be doing much more reviews like this, and I will also put up a lot more content about our trip here to Nice and all the shoots that we're doing, including some behind the scenes. So hit that like button to help the channel grow, and I hope to see you on the next one.